It's the same drug. Lost your girl to me, you a lame bro. Lame bro. We them wild boys, hard to tame though. So high, yeah, spit the yoga flame though. Getting real money, you get played though.
Besides everything else, first and foremost, I want to say, we are getting the E today for explicit content.
Let's get it popping. I'm
Okay,
ready.
you ready? So,
Yep.
fuck the Foot Locker app.
Yep.
Fuck the Champs app. The Sneakers app.
Yep.
All of
Confirmed.
them. All of them. Confirmed. All of them. Fuck all the maps. I'm tired of it.
Right.
And I finally hit today, and I got put on the wait list, right? So for everyone listening, before we even get into the intro, because I am mad right now. I am disgruntled. I can't give them my money. So I am disgruntled. So fuck all of them.
Right.
Now, I like their product. I don't like the companies. And I used to work for a couple of them. So I'm mad. I'm mad. So, and everyone I'm sure can agree to some point or another. And I don't care if it costs us to get in the bag or whatever the case, sneakers and up. I'm not here for the bag. I got a bag already.
Right.
So I'm good with that. I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass.
Never.
So they all suck. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. StockX is bad too. GOAT, whatever. I want sneakers, but I'm tired of buying from reseller people. And we're gonna get into this later. But resellers, if you want to hear something, go down to the end and listen to this conversation that we're gonna have as one of our topics. Y'all suck too. Y'all cold-blooded.
Wow.
Y'all cold-blooded for what y'all doing. And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Let's just talk about it. All right, so welcome to Sneakers and Up.
We back. Let's do it.
We are here and we are angry.
Let's get 'em.
So I am the co-host Dante, and today we got Dr. B back in the building. Dr. B, man, what's up? What's good?
What's up? You know, welcome back. Sneakers and Up, everybody. It's your boy Dr. B, aka Galaxy B, aka the Bape Jedi. I got so many AKAs, man. That's why the government looking for me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I feel it. I feel it. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it because we got some topics to get into. We have a top 5 today, so top 5 video games, and that's any video game, any genre, any era, any. I mean, you could talk about Pong. I don't care. Just what to you, and it's to you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So first and foremost, you know how we do. What you rocking? What you watching? So what sneakers you rocking, and what are you watching on TV, or what sneakers are you watching?
Okay, well, the sneaker that I'm watching right now are those Adidas Bape camo green. Man, those are fire. Those new Adidas Bapes, man.
Wait, which model?
The low top shell toe.
Oh, okay.
Those are fire, man. I need those. They come out pretty soon. I need those, man.
Okay.
I need those. They come out next week. So I'm trying to cop those. It's gonna be hard getting them. So that's what I'm looking for. Man, I'm also looking for some Yeezy slides, man. Those are hard to get, man. It was like I was up in the morning with all the other people on the apps and, you know, all the live broadcasts of people, you know, while they're trying to do the cops and stuff. I'm sitting in the chat room vibing with them and stuff. And we're all going through the same struggle. Like we were in a room of 700 people and it was like 15 people landed. It's like, damn. What? Yeah.
For slide. And that's great. Those are $80 slides.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. So like those are what I'm looking for right now.
Do you know what those slides are made out of? Is it just EVA?
Yeah, it's just rubber or the foam. I don't know what it is. It's like
I didn't know if there was like any cushion or any boost, maybe boost inside of it. I don't know.
It has some type of tech. They feel comfortable as hell. I like them.
Oh, you got them already?
No, Kaz has them. He let me try them on when he first got them. I was like, oh, these are fire. But shout out to Kazi, by the way. But yeah, I haven't hit on the raffles of those yet, but I do got some Pharrell slides, and I think that they're way more comfortable than the Yeezy slides. No cap, the Pharrell slides, Adidas Pharrell slides, they're off the hook.
Okay.
The HD slides, if you ain't got those yet, they have like a Velcro strap that goes over the top of them. You like Velcro them like that. Oh, they're fire.
Oh, I think I've seen those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you watching anything else? Any movies? Anything?
Man, I'm watching Yasuke. It's about the first black samurai in Japan. It's on Netflix. It's fire. It's an anime. They made it an anime and they added a little sci-fi element to it. It's pretty sick. It takes place in ancient Japan, but they got like robots and technology and stuff. It's great, like ancient technology. It's crazy. And they actually talk about like figures that were from Japan history, like Obu Nobunaga. And Obu Nobunaga was like the first fucking real like emperor of Japan that, like, you know what I'm saying? He brought it all together. And they talk about that, and then they talk about Yasuke. He's the first freed black servant who became Lord Samurai. He became like a high rank samurai, and it's really sick, and it's actually historically true. And they made it into an anime, so I'm checking that out. It's called Yasuke. It's on Netflix. It's fire. They just dropped it. It just came out like last night or a couple days ago.
Okay, the whole season.
The whole season, I think, is there. I didn't check if the whole season's there, but I think it is. They usually do it that way, but it's fire. Okay. Episode 1 is fire. I was like, wait a minute, this kind of has that sci-fi element. I was just thinking it was going to be just, you know, ancient samurai people fighting in a cool new anime with a black samurai, but it's actually deeper than that. It's all historic. So they did a good job.
I still haven't. I've still been waiting for the recommendations for the anime stuff that you and Kazi were going to get me, but. If this one's on Netflix, this one's easy then. So maybe I'll try this one after I catch up with my other shows.
You're going to love this shit. Fire anime. Episode 1 really didn't disappoint me. I'm looking forward to 2. I'm going to watch it later today for sure.
Okay. Yep. All right. So are you watching anything else?
Man, there's too many shows. Of course, I'm watching Naruto, man. Like, I'm a late Naruto person.
Okay.
And Kazi was like, man, you got to watch Naruto. I was like, man, Naruto is like for kids. Like, I don't think that's an anime I like. Man, I end up loving it. So I'm watching Naruto. I'm a late bloomer on Naruto, but, you know, I fuck with Dragon Ball Z and stuff since day one. But Naruto was one I just didn't get into, but it's fire. So I'm watching that. I'm just watching a lot of the Netflix shows. There's a new one called, I forgot. It's with Anthony Mackie, the guy who plays Falcon from
yes.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
You talking about Through the Wire or something like that?
No. It's a new one. It's a new one where he's like goes between realities and stuff and like time travel. It's really sick. It's on Netflix. So look that up. He has a brand new movie. Yeah, he has a brand new movie. It's fire. I can't think of the name right now. I'm spacing on the name, but it's fire though.
I'm gonna have to check
I just saw it. Yeah, it's fire. I just saw it. So yeah, I'll just mainly be watching like sci-fi, action, some little comedies and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of jump between them and of course the anime. So
okay. Well, now what you rocking?
Man, right now I'm in some socks, man. You know, I'm at the house, so
I feel it.
I'm not rocking anything particularly right now. I mean, I just brought some stuff that I'm going to show for the show. I mean, you know, can we get into that now, or do you want to get into that later? I got some what I got right now. Did you want to check that out?
You can show it. I'll do mine after.
Yeah. So
I'll do my what you rocking, what you watching after.
Right. Well, this is something real rare. I brought this. This is a sneakers and up exclusive. You know what I'm saying? It's the Clark's Bathing Ape boot. And these are
okay.
Super fire. Not a lot of people got these, y'all. You're not ready. Go ahead and pull out the box and look at that. Those are fire. They have the Bape logos embossed on there. Fire right there.
Those are kind of dope.
Those are super sick, huh?
Yeah, those are kind of dope.
The whole shoe around has all logos, and each shoe has different logos on them. And it has a cool Bape camo wrapping paper, of course.
Right.
And as you can see, this shoe has different logos. It doesn't have the Bape face on the front. It has the squished one on the back, and that
Ape shall never kill ape. Yeah.
Look at that. Those are fire. That's embossed in there. It's not printed on. So
I mean, those are dope. The style, the clocks is not for me personally, but they are dope.
And a lot of people slept on this shoe. This shoe's gonna go up, man. This shoe's gonna sneakers and go up.
But yeah, you know what though? If you work like so, I'm kind of like 3/4 in the field on construction sites, and a quarter of the time I'm in the office. That's like a cool office shoe, and clocks are comfortable.
Yeah, it's like a designer, nice dress shoe you could throw on like a cool hat like this and stuff like that. I think I might throw these on today with this hat because it's fire. But here's the wheat color.
Those ones are dope. I was gonna actually say if those were in wheat, that would be a little.
Come on, bro. You know I don't play. Right? I don't play.
Those those I'm kind of liking.
These are fire, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, who got these, bro?
These are actually the first time I've seen them.
Who got them? That's why I brought these to Sneakers and Up. Who got these? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people who mess with Bape and ice cream and stuff, and they claim they're the king and they claim they're the gods.
That's why you're the Bape Jedi, right?
I'm beyond, bro. If people only knew the gems and infinity stones I possess when it comes to Bape and ice cream and stuff, they don't.
The gems and the infinity stones.
They don't even know, bro. They don't even know. That's one of them. That's an infinity gem. See, you're looking at a gem like. So I'm about getting all the hype shoes, the Yeezys, the Dunks, the Jordans, everything. That's cool. And no matter how rare they are, that's cool. Who got those? No,
it's not cool.
Who got you can get all the releases. That's
no, that's cool. Like I hold on, I'll specify, but no, you're right though. I haven't seen anybody with them. Like I said, that's the first time I've seen
stuff no one has. I'm about stuff no one has. Like I get into a debate. Shout out to my homie Killer Sav. He got some of the most fire new release stuff and some real tight grails. And he'd be clowning on some of the shoes I like the ice creams and different stuff. He's like, those are trash and stuff. I was like, bro, everything that you got, I got that type of stuff. And stuff that are grails like that, including some of the same ones you have. But the stuff that I also pop in and show them and stuff in our private chats and stuff, I'm like, none of y'all have these and no one has these. Like, so when I'm on the scene wearing shit like that, no one has it. They're like, what is that?
But what's crazy though is that if you got the new sneakers, right? So, or not you, but like you got people who have the new sneakers. But like if you and your boys link up, how many of them have on the new shoe? The same shoe. You know what I mean? That like that, and that's why I'm saying the Clarks, like the ones that you got, like those are different,
right?
You know what I mean? Those are better. So better in a sense. It's like it's setting yourself apart,
right? And it's still the hype designer shit, but it's not the same shoe everyone's looking for, everyone's trying to get. So people slept on those. The moment I saw them, Tay, I grabbed them because I was lucky, right? I got each pair at 150 a pair. That's insane. And so I got two
for anything.
So I got 2 for $3.
And Clarks, yeah.
So I got 2 for $3. You know what I'm saying? And and my source will remain anonymous, but I got 2 for $3. And I was like, this is a come up because I slept on a pair of Yeezys I was going to get that I was going to end up paying about $3 for. So I was like,
there you go.
I was like, buy 1 pair of Yeezys or 2 pair of Clark Bapes that no one in their mom or dad has. Like,
you're right.
So
that's crazy. No, those are dope though.
Thank you. So that's kind of like, so I think I'm gonna throw the lighter pair on with this one. Let's go ahead and see how that
now look. Was that white or was that gray?
This is the lighter, kind of like boom.
But what color is that? Like, is that like a gray or a white? Like a white?
This is more of like a kind of, it's like a gray tan cream.
So it's like a super light beige.
Yeah, it's a super light beige.
Okay, I got you.
And then if you compare that to your wheat, you'll see the contrast in them.
Okay, so the camera, so these are clocks, for anyone listening on the podcast, these are clocks, they look like, what would you consider these? Not a wallaby, but like almost like a dress shoe kind of cross.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that. You know what's so funny when you said wallaby? It looks like a version of one, but it's not a wallaby. But
yeah, like it almost looks like a fancy moccasin.
Yeah, they're off the chain. Like for everybody who's on the podcast, make sure you guys stay tuned for the actual episode of Sneakers In Up on YouTube so y'all can see what we're talking about because this is amazing.
Yeah, I always recommend everyone watch the YouTube anyway because I put up all the pictures and stuff, and because we're so vast with what we talk about with our topics, I like to post pictures,
right?
So that way people can see. But anyway, no, those are dope. I'll say this: the light version one, that one is 100% not for me, but the tan one's dope.
Right.
They're not for me to wear, like I wouldn't wear them, but they're still dope though. I appreciate those.
Right on, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean they're too close to Tim's. You know what I mean? So that's it's right there next to my heart.
Right, exactly. That's why I had to get them because I'm not a big Tim's fan, but those I can rock, and those are lighter than Tim's. Those are much lighter.
Oh yeah, Tim's are heavy.
Oh yeah, those right there are amazing. It's like taking it down to a more casual dress version of them.
That's why whenever you see people who wear Tim's on a regular basis, they got them big ass calves.
Right.
You got to with Tim's.
Yeah, Tim's will have you working out right there.
All right. So, is that were you good now?
Yeah, we Gucci. You up?
All right. So what I'm rocking, what I'm watching. So first off, I'm gonna start with what I'm rocking. So today, this morning, to go pick up the Red Flint 13's release. I actually got to go pick those up.
Nice.
So I picked them up. So I was wearing the Nike Vapor Max Evo Evolution of Icons.
Wow.
So it's the Vapor Max for men's, because they came out with men and women, but it's the Vapor Max for men's, where it has like a bunch of Air Max like hints of all the themes from Air Maxes like slapped on both. It's almost like a what the.
Wow. Okay. I haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, so I wore those. And then I just went and got those. Then I did some more running around, but I came home and then I swapped over to the Saya. I won't find these on Alibaba Ho t-shirt. And then grab the Lucy's.
Those are fire. Yep, I remember you showed those on one of the episodes. Those are fire.
Got the Lucy's, which is almost like a Jordan 1 low with straps on it, for Newport cigarettes. Yep. And then I needed I got the ones I'm gonna put on are the I think it's Washington State Huskies. If I'm saying that correct, but it's the UltraBoost, the Adidas UltraBoost, the all purple joint.
Right.
So those are ones I'm actually gonna put on. Actually, I just put it on my foot as I was saying that, because they're comfortable.
Let's see what they're looking like.
They had nothing fancy whatsoever, but I love purple and I love these.
Oh, okay. Those are tight. Those are still dope.
I love these so much, and it's hard to find like a purple sneaker that you love. So I bought 2.
Good move. Got it.
It's a problem that I have, and I think most people have this problem, is that when you find something you really like, you tend to stock up.
Who are you talking about? Okay, so just speaking on that, not to interrupt, but I just got an extra pair of bread mids, and I got an extra pair of Bape Skulstas, which are the low top shell toe version of Adidas, but they're the Bape version, just the pure Bape version, no crossover with Adidas. They're fire. Okay. They're fire. Yeah. I had to double up on those because I love them so much. I was like, I don't even want to wear this first pair, because my first pair is the glow in the dark version, right? So it's the same shoe. So imagine, for the listeners out there, it's like a black shell toe Adidas, right? But instead of on the side 3 stripes, it's the Bape Lightning Star. You know what I mean? With the,
that's dope.
Yes, and the front shell toe has the cause X's on the eye, like right near it, like on where the eyes.
Shit!
On the toe, but it's not a collabo with cause, but they just kind of still hint at when they did that before, and it's sick. It's a sick shoe. The Bape. That's kind of dope. They're called the Bape Skulsta. If you want to look them up on Google or on YouTube, they're fire. So I got the non glow in the dark version, and I'm gonna keep the glow in the dark one on ice and wear the non glow in the dark for now.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So now for what I'm watching. All right. So first and foremost, I'm pissed off at everybody who I know personally. Again, I'm disgruntled today, right? For not introducing me to Archer, the animated TV show Archer. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Okay. So that easily jumped into my top 5 animated TV shows of all time.
Okay, I'm gonna peep it then.
Easily. I have been binge watching like crazy. It's every type of funny that you can do, all thrown into this. All the characters have a different aspect of humor. It's amazing. I absolutely love the show, and I'm upset that it is taking me this long to watch it. It's 11 seasons in.
Wow. Okay, that's something you can binge, so that's dope.
I have been. That's the reason why my other shows I have not been keeping up with, because I can't stop watching it. Like, I've been watching it like crazy. So Archer is that's the one right now. So there's Archer. Then there's I have been watching. I just remembered that I've been watching this. The Shadow and Bones on Netflix.
Okay.
I watched that. It was okay. It was a time filler. It was a time filler. I wasn't too mad at it. It was a time filler. I'll just put it that way. It was good, not great, but it wasn't bad. It was enough to keep you entertained.
Okay.
And that was on Netflix. Then Castlevania on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen that already. It started getting weird. We're keep it politically correct, but it started getting weird.
Did it? Because I jumped into it and I started watching it a little bit because I was at a hotel, and I like to just watch kind of stuff in the background. And
Mhm.
so I started watching it a little bit, and I don't know, like it wasn't really for me. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
I think it had too many twists that just started going in directions like, wait a minute, what? And it's like, it's stuff like that. A lot of that happened for me. I'm just like, okay, like I like it up to a certain point. It was just like, okay, this is really dope. And then they just started getting kind of weird. And I'm like, well, what's going on here?
Okay,
So
then I'll probably stop watching it then, because I'm not like engulfed in it. Like I'm
Mhm.
not in love with it, but I was just gonna watch it just to kind of see where it was going. But if it's like that, then it won't hold my interest.
It was
Anyway.
cool in the first like initial episodes, and then when it started getting towards the end of the season, I was like, what's going on here?
Got you. Okay.
Mhm.
Another one that I'm watching just because it's weekly is on HBO, The Nevers.
The Nevers.
Yeah, so
I think I've heard of the Nevers, but I haven't seen it yet.
it comes out weekly, which is very upsetting.
Mhm.
But it's basically about an old England time, like Sherlock Holmes type era,
Mhm.
about people, more women than men, but people gaining powers,
Okay, cool.
supernatural abilities. And I mean, if you can think like if how bad it would be now, just imagine back then.
Yeah, because you can't regulate them.
Well, not only that, but you have you have the hierarchy of everything that's going on, and one person can really pull a string, and it's 100% apparent. And police were more corrupt then than they are now. It's it's just crazy. So,
Yeah.
but it's a dope show. I like it so far. I've been keeping up, and it's dope.
Yeah. That sounds like something I watched too.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a cool show. I liked it. Then there's some more in there, but I won't get too far into it. But the last one I want to bring up is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes, I'm
So
all
I finished
aboard.
it.
Okay.
Did you finish it?
Yes, I did.
Now, I was talking to the guys that work at the gym, and because
Mhm.
we talk all the time about different episodes and TV shows and whatnot.
Mhm.
I guess he said Rotten Tomatoes, which means no relevance to me, but gave it a 50%. I have my thoughts on the downside, on the cons of the show, of the
Mhm.
last episode.
Mhm.
Ultimately though, I loved it.
Right.
I loved the last episode. I do think that a few things were rushed.
Mhm.
But overall, I love the message. I
Mhm.
loved, what I mean, when Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson,
Mhm.
is that his name, right? Sam Wilson.
I think it is, yeah.
Anyway, so as Sam, when he said that I'm a black man wearing the stars and stripes,
Mhm.
it was a weird thing for me to feel the way that I felt when he said those words.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it shouldn't, and we're getting it's obviously, that statement creates a political thought process, but
Right.
it shouldn't, and it felt weird because it shouldn't have that much of an impact that
Mhm.
the color of your skin is or is not okay to wear the stars and stripes.
Right.
You know what I mean? When he said that line though, that made such a huge impact on me emotionally. Like it was crazy.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe it. But besides that, the show itself was amazing. The last episode was amazing.
Mhm.
Um, the fact that Sharon was Sharon was
Mhm.
the oh man, now I just lost it.
Bad guy, like the operative. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then yeah, that threw it for a loop.
Yeah, I mean, so but what are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on the last episode?
I think the last episode was just amazing.
Okay.
I think that it shows a character arc and development that a lot of the other characters in Marvel don't seem to have or do. The way he did it, it wasn't like he shunned the mantle. It's just like he felt like, hey, this is a lot to take on. Like, I don't feel I'm Captain America, to the point where America needed him.
Right.
And when they saw what the US agent did and how he was, that they basically were like, we need a new Captain America, and we need him to be you. And hey, the shield was given to you by Captain America. It's not
Right.
like he chose you. So it was kind of like a understanding of I was chosen to be Captain America, and now I'm Captain America. So I really like that, and I love the whole arc of Elijah Fowler.
Yes.
Or Elijah, his name was. I'm sorry, I forgot his last name, but they made him the mural inside the.
Bro, when that was.
It made me cry. It was just like it was such a emotional moment to see like one of the black heroes that were from like the world wars that was not recognized.
No one ever
see him get recognition, for him to see a statue made for him in the Museum of Captain America, which has millions of viewers and people pass through it. So he finally got recognized for all he did for Captain America, for Bucky, for everyone. And like, that was so amazing. I think they did a good job. It was like one of those civil rights stories coming full circle. And like, if people don't understand how real of a message that is, and that Marvel's acknowledging the struggle of Black people and people of color.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Real quick, I want to take a time out to appreciate and acknowledge that man. I don't know his real name, but his acting ability. Mm-hmm. Did you see, and you can go back and rewind it and watch it again, for him to respond the way that he did when he saw the statue, as a character and as an actor, was amazing. I was floored on his reaction and how he portrayed that through the camera.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. Like it was like if it was actually happening to him through his lifespan. Like that was amazing how he responded to that. It couldn't have been more perfect.
I loved it. That's what I'm saying.
They did an amazing job.
I think they did a great job, and they're keeping it comic accurate with him being the Falcon, Captain America. And I think that everything that happened was great. And I love how they're like, "You're the Black Falcon." He's like, "No, you're a black kid."
Yeah.
And I love that. And you're a black kid. And it's like, I love that. It's like they're like, no, there's one black character, and his last name is Panther, and always will be.
Right. Yeah.
And other black character is Widow. And if it's not Panther or Widow, then
Right, man.
That's it. They don't need a Black Falcon, and I kind of like how he kind of shunned that, because people will start saying, "Oh, that's Black Falcon," or "That's Black Captain America." No, that's Captain America.
But
I love that. I love it. They made that clear. Hard. They made it clear. So that's how I end on my feedback on that one. They made it clear.
Well, I love the fact that that what he was trying to do was or at least my thoughts on it, is that he wasn't trying to separate himself by calling himself, like he was taking the color out of it, right? Because that's ultimately what we want to do, is we want to take color out of it. And and that's the undertone that I felt that I got from that interaction. Was he was like, "Well, why do I got to be black? Why can't I just be the Falcon?" Right. You know what I mean? Like, if it was a white guy, he wouldn't be the White Falcon.
Exactly. That's what I mean? The point. Yeah, that's the point.
So et cetera, et cetera. And so I love the undertone in that interaction. I was floored by it. I loved it. I laughed so hard, but I appreciated what the message was.
Exactly. It was amazing.
And then, so I got a little gnat in here. Anyway, but I also loved the part when he was talking to the heads that were going to make the decisions, and they were like, "Oh, we appreciate you doing this." And he's like, "I didn't do it for you." He goes, "Do you understand that these people were so against your decision because you're going to affect them, that they were willing to kill you and die." You know what I mean? In order so that way this didn't happen to their people. That was crazy. He goes, you're making these decisions, but you're not making them for you. You're making them for somebody else, but you still get to go home to your bed.
Right. It's cold.
Like the everything about the last episode, with the exception of a few things being rushed, were amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was so well written. I couldn't ask for more. Well, I could. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen was the conversation between Bucky and the old man that he killed his son. I would have liked to have seen that for Bucky.
But I think we kind of understand where that conversation went, because of the fact that old man had already got to know him and probably knew his core, but he just didn't know that he did that, but Bucky told him, he's like, hey, I was controlled by a mind control by an evil organization.
Right.
I mean, we just don't, it's just filler that we don't need the screen time for. But I'm sure he's like, hey, I killed your son because I was hypnotized by a criminal organization that used chemical and machine brainwashing on me and gave me commands.
I'll tell you, for me personally, I would have liked to have seen that conversation more than seeing the book given to the therapist at the end. Because it would, to me, that would have been more of a character arc for Bucky, and closure, as opposed to just the book. Because we already knew all the other lines that were lined out.
Sense. That makes a lot of sense.
For me.
No, I agree.
All right. So anyway, so that's what I'm watching. That was the last of it, and I got more, but fine.
We'll be here all damn day on that one.
For real. All right. So now we're gonna jump into heat, sleep, or nah.
Let's do it.
All right. So the first one I want to talk about and get your opinion on is, and this is the first colorway that I grabbed. It so far to me, it's the best colorway, but it's the UltraBoost 6.0. What do you think about these? How you feeling?
I'm gonna have to say that's a nah for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at most that's probably a gym shoe or something at most, or a trail walker for me, but that's about it.
Right. To me, these are asleep. I won't pay retail for them. They're definitely not. They're not a heat. Obviously, I'm not gonna race around and get them. But these are asleep. I definitely like these more than the UltraBoost. I think they called them the 21 that had like the super thick heel of boost. So these ones I like way better. So I will be adding one or two of these, not necessarily this colorway, but the shoe to my collection.
Okay. That's what's up.
Right. I mean, I'm wearing them now, right?
Yeah.
The next one is the Silver Bullet Purple.
Silver Bullet Purple.
Yeah. So it's the Silver Bullet, for anyone listening, it's MX 97. I guess I probably should have stated that. MX 97, Silver Bullet, but instead of having the hints of red, it's purple.
Yep, I've seen them. My opinion on this is gonna be a sleep.
Okay.
I don't think it's quite heat. It's not a nah, but the most I would rock this for is just like trail walking and everything. Now I have the original color of what you just said. I have the one with the red. No, I don't know what those originally called, but
Silver Bullets.
Yeah, Silver Bullets. Yeah, so I got the Silver Bullets, but that's about it. This purple one is not a necessary shoe. No.
Okay. For me, these are heat. Okay. I love purple.
Right? Yeah.
So and if I had the red ones, I had them way back when. But if I had the red ones with the red check and all that stuff, I would wear these the exact same way I would wear those.
Right.
Your mic went
up a little bit, just letting you know.
Say that again.
Your mic went up a little bit in volume and kind of like got a little distorted or a little louder.
Oh, is that better?
That's better. Yeah, you just got a little too close. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. So I would wear these the same way that I would wear those.
Right.
But these are purple, and I love purple.
Yeah, those are fire though. I mean, it's still a good shoe. It's just nothing I'm racing to get. But
I feel it.
Yeah, they're cool though. They're dope.
Okay, so the next one, I would arguably say that this is a unanimous heat across the board. Is the Jordan 4 Lightning.
I would say that these for me are asleep.
Really?
Because I'm not going for those. Nah, those are cool. You know, like it just reminds me of like a taxi or like Bumblebee from like Transformers or something.
Right.
It looks like a Tonka truck. Like I can't rock a Tonka truck on my feet. But I mean, I would rock all sorts of colorful, crazy shoes. But these right here are definitely, I consider them heat. I'm just not dying to get them. And when I'm dying to get a shoe or consider dying to get them, I consider them heat more. So I'd say these are sleep for me.
No, that's fair.
I said that they're a heat overall for sure. So your decision on it being heat by most people, and I think that the majority of the shoe community would agree that it's heat. For me, it's a sleeper. I was like, I'd sleep on this, but if I came across a pair or it was easy or something, I'd get them, but I wouldn't be like getting up in the morning waiting for them or anything.
I feel it.
Right.
I need these. And not for resale purposes. No, it's because I missed out on them I missed out on them before because when they came out, it was a time in life when the pockets weren't right, so I couldn't get them, and then they skyrocketed. So I need these. I love majority yellow sneakers. I don't know why, but I do. And And these are really the only ones that I think the execution is like perfect on.
Oh, I can't lie. I mean, you see someone wearing these with the right fit on. It's like, wow, those are eye catching. They're fire.
Yeah,
They're definitely fire.
Them.
It's just not on my radar to get those, and I'm not a fan of that number Jordan anyway. So, that's probably why. But I mean, the colorway is pretty cool, and like it definitely is like great for like Miami, Vegas, like when you're or the Bay Area when you're out somewhere just flexing. You have on a nice shirt that has hints of the yellow and black in it, or you can even throw red with that mixed in, and it look fire.
Yeah, no, I feel it, and yeah, like to me, if I was able to get 2 pair, I would rock the shit out of one of them.
Well, let's go ahead and try to get you in the raffle on my end. I'll raffle for you. And if I win,
I appreciate that. I appreciate
that. I'll be get them. Yep. I'll try so you can get 2. You've helped me in the past get shoes, so it's nothing. Just returning the favor, brother.
Well, there's a couple more that I have to cash in on if you are not copying, and if none of the other boys are too.
Yeah. I hope you.
We'll talk about those on the side.
Definitely.
All right. So, okay. The next one is a Nike Dunk emblem Lakers.
Let's see. Okay, so one, go ahead.
I think these are no.
Yeah.
I understand. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No. All right. So these are enough for me. First off, their dunk. I'm really not feeling the dunk movement right now. The oversaturation, everyone, because Travis Scott and the Kardashians wore them, and now everyone is on them. I really don't like the movement. These ones, I love the idea of taking like the Laker logo and putting in Nike. To me, that is dope. I would not wear these, but something about it, I don't know what it is, doesn't sit right. So for me, these are not.
I'd say these are sleep, but not a heat, but they're sleep though. And on top of that, I'm in the Bay, so the Laker colors ain't really our thing, but I always respect Kobe. Like Kobe colored stuff that's Lakers, and I throw on a Kobe jersey or something with it is good. That's Kobe. That's like Rockin' Jordan. He's become a huger icon for passing. Like now he's become like an icon beyond anyone because Kobe was just amazing, and he wasn't done yet. He wasn't like he passed when we've already seen what everything Kobe could have done as a person and stuff beyond basketball. So
he's from my understanding that there was still a bunch of stuff in the pocket that he
was. So Kobe, I mean, RIP Kobe, man. It hurts my heart looking at the shoes because for all the people listening on the podcast, the shoe is like a regular high dunk. It has a yellow swoosh. The main panels are purple and the other panels are black with the white sole. And the back says Nike, and it kind of has zoom marks that looks like the LA Lakers logo.
Yep.
They're pretty fire. But I just have to say I'd sleep on these.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one is a Nike Air Force 1 Flyknit Crater.
Nah.
Not okay. For me, this one particular that has it's like the whole sneaker is like a light gray, and then the main panels, the front like toe panel and the back kind of like quarter heel, is kind of like a very lightly multicolor. To me, these ones are I'll call them a sleep, but leaning more toward a heat. I like these. I love the Air Force 1 Flyknit. I love Air Force 1s, but I don't buy them anymore intentionally because of how fast they crease. And to me, like I can't spend big money on them because they crease like crazy. But the Flyknits don't really crease.
Yep.
And I don't know what it is with the sole that they do differently, but the soles, they are comfortable as hell.
Yeah.
They are. It's almost borderline running shoe.
So I agree with you. I'm gonna have to say on this one, I have to change my vote to a sleep. And why is because I at one time had the Area 72, which is also the Galaxy, the Galaxy Flyknit Forces. They're called I forgot the name, but they're dope. They like have a glow in the dark bottom, 3M swoosh, and all these little 3M dots and speckles on it. I miss those shoes so much. I could just throw them on with everything. They felt super light. You could hold them on one finger. Like they were super lighter than a regular Air Force. So Air Forces are super heavy. It was like and zero creasing. That's why I like those. And I want to get another pair of them. I'm gonna look them up. I'm gonna try to find another pair. And they weren't like a big, huge release shoe, but everything from that Area 72 collection ended up being a little demanded. So it's kind of like having a Galaxy. So now it's probably gonna hit me at least over 200. Get them before you can get them for like at max 150.
Right, max.
Right.
But don't you remember how soft they were though?
Yeah, they're amazing.
It was soft. It was like I said, it's like borderline running shoe.
Yeah, they're dope. I like those. So I have to say that I give this sleep because I'm not racing for this colorway, but I love shoes that are like the type of shoe I like, and then they make a different material, so I don't have to worry about creasing.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, that's a huge thing, creasing. So I keep that in mind in shoes. Like even the Clarks that I showed earlier, that's like very minimal creasing. That shoe doesn't crease.
Well, for a lot of them though, the aging gives it character, and I like them. Like ones, I love Jordan ones when they're creased up.
Oh yeah. It gives like that New York inner city look,
right?
That Streets of Rage Final Fight look to them.
Exactly. All right, so the next one is the MX 96 Supreme Camo.
Nah,
trash.
100%. Those look terrible. Nah, never. I'm not a huge fan of that shoe, and I'm definitely not a huge fan of Supreme. And then putting those two together makes it even worse. Because this is Bape, the Bape Lord, man. The true Bape heads don't mess with Supreme, man.
I feel it. Well, see, I'm not a Bape head. I'm not a Supreme head. I'm actually almost anti-Supreme. I don't know why, but just because it just kind of creates more of the hype world that I really don't care for. But anyway, but the sneaker has a lot of see-through panels. I absolutely hate see-through.
Right.
I think it doesn't make any sense. Like, why don't you just cut the holes out?
So,
if anything.
So for me, when it comes to Supreme's collabos, the most recent one I like or I would buy is the Supreme Air Force One, the all white and all black. They're very
just
simple.
like the regular, just put the simple
logo on the back, and then the laces. They have the special laces that say Supreme all on them. I mean, I'm a loyalist to Bape and Bathing Ape and stuff, but like if there's other brands that are like the rival brands of that, if they have a fire like Nike collab or like super like collaboration with another brand and I like the shoe, I might get it just to wear the shoe, or I'd wear it when I'm not wearing like my favorite like Bape and stuff. I'm like wearing a Star Wars tee or some other shit. Then I'd have on the Supreme Air Force Ones or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm flexing, but you wouldn't even really see me do that. If I'm stepping out flexing, you'll know I'm in some exclusive shit. Like I don't play around. Like when it's like, you know, when the world was normal, like when it was like a concert or like a music event or me performing or doing some shit, I'm coming out with some fire on to make sure that I stand out from everyone. I'm not gonna be looking like everyone. You're not gonna be like, oh, I've seen them before. You're gonna be like, what is he wearing? Like, what is that? Is what they're gonna ask me. How'd you get them? Or wow, those are this.
Right.
But I rather be there than just like, oh, he's wearing some Yeezy breads. Everyone and mama got those. Like
for real.
So it's like I'm all about exclusivity. But don't get me wrong, I have Yeezy breads. But when I wear Yeezy breads, I wear some exclusive ass gear that makes it like, damn, it fits sick. So it's like you're not even focused on the fact that it's the Yeezy bread that more so people have than like having a Bape or something like that. You're looking at the fact of the person as a whole.
Right.
We're going to get into that whole different episode. Do you need good clothes game with your shoe game? We're going to go into a whole other topic about that because that's a whole other
we sure can, because I have my stance on it too that a lot of people probably would argue with.
Right.
So we can definitely do that. That's for another episode.
Definitely.
All right. So the Supreme's trash. We'll keep it going.
Yep, always.
The next one, Jordan 3 Racer Blue.
I'd say that's a sleep.
For me, that's a heat. Those are fire.
You're a three fan.
I love threes. Yeah.
So for you, that's fire.
I love threes. I'm just mad at the fact that everyone is probably going to call these the fake fragments or whatever, and then they're going to want to get them because they look like that. I hate when anything has an association with a collab or something like, because then it just makes it everybody want it more.
Yeah, hype goes up.
I hate that. All right, so sleep for you, 5 flames, heat for me. All right, so the next one is the Adidas Bape Superstars that we were talking about earlier. But I actually, when I edited these pictures, I didn't even notice that it had, on one side it had 3 stripes, on the other side it had the star.
I know that makes them fire.
That's dope.
That's super dope.
That's
Now,
dope.
honestly, I would have preferred it with just the star on both sides.
I was just gonna say that.
At which the Skulstas that I just copped a second pair of, they're like that. They have the star on both sides, and then but they're only from Bape, no Adidas crossover.
Okay.
But when Bape makes them just from Bape, they're a whole different shoe.
Right.
Bape only is fire, man. The material, the leather they have is way different than Adidas regular Adidas leather. Like
Right.
Bape's material was made in Japan. It's totally different. But I think these Bape Adidas aren't made in Japan. I think that just they have the licensing to Bape and they just mass produce them where they make Adidas. But when you buy a pair of Bapes that are like this, oh man, whole different ball game.
To me, these ones are. It would typically get a superstar itself would get a nod from me. These are going to get a sleep just because, like, and I'm indifferent with the camo print, and it's the shell toe I'm not a fan of, but the fact that they did 3 stripes on one side and a star on the other really stands out to me.
Mm-hmm. It is make it different.
It because I mean that's a collab, right? You're splitting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is tight. That's like a 50-50 on that one.
Yeah. So and then on one shoe it has the BBC, and then on the back, and then on the other one it has the Adidas logo.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, so these are gonna go to a sleep. The shoe's not for me, but these are definitely a sleep. If I liked them, they would be a heat. As far as like if this is something that I would wear.
Right.
All right. So the next one is a Jordan 1 Travis Scott Fragment low collab. Sleep.
Yeah.
I love this shoe. However, because of all the association with it, I'm gonna also have to give it a sleep.
Mm-hmm. Too much hype.
Way too much. I like this shoe. If it was a regular, no Travis Scott, regular check, no Fragment, but the color blocking was the same, it would be for me, and I would chase it down.
Yeah, that's a good shoe though.
Yeah, but because of the association, I don't want it.
Yep,
it's too much, and yeah, it's gonna be too much.
I agree.
All right, so the next one is a Yeezy 350 V2. I don't know if the MX or if they've just populated it, but MX Rock.
These are asleep. These are asleep for me. Now, if Kazi was here, he'd say these are 100% heat. Man, these are heat. He loves every Yeezy shoe. But me, I have to say that's asleep for me. I mean, it's fire, but I'm not needing those. I already got the all blacks in the bread, so they just kind of rinse and repeating a little bit now.
Right. To me, these are no. I'm not feeling these ones at all.
Right.
There's some 350s where I'm like, okay, maybe, but I'm almost anti Yeezy anyway. Almost.
Damn, almost.
I love the 300s. Or 700
V3?
700.
700 V3 or the regular 700s?
More so the regular.
Right.
I do like V3 a couple.
Yeah.
But the 700, the regular 700 is my really my number one with the Yeezy line, with the within Adidas.
Okay.
All right. So these ones would be enough for me. All right. The next one, Jordan 4 Union. I think this one's called like the taupe and teal.
Taupe and teal. That's a nah for me.
Yeah, these are horrible. These ones are trash. This looks like it looks like a hiking boot.
Looks like a flea market Jordan. I'm good.
Yeah. Nah, these ones I don't like.
Yeah,
not a fan. So we'll give those a nah for both of them. All right. Oh yeah. Speaking of Yeezy 700, the next one is a Yeezy 700 Enflame Ember.
Fire.
I'd have to see these in person, so I'm gonna go sleep. I'm iffy about the color, and then I mean it's not gonna be a nah unless the color in person is horrible. But I don't know if these are a heat yet. I'm not chasing these down.
Okay, cool.
So if anything, these will be asleep for me.
All right, we're gonna have to talk on side about getting those for the kid B. We have to increase our numbers out there. I need help getting them.
Yeah, I'd help you with these. I don't think these ones are for me. I'd help you with these.
Imagine if I had those on with this fit right now, I'd be fire.
Okay, that would be dope.
That would be so fire.
That would
It
be
looked
dope.
like it looked like it goes so far.
Yeah, that would be dope. Okay, now that's all we have for Heat Sleeping On. Now we're gonna get into the topics. So the first one I want to talk about is Nike. Nike is going to start a program to sell quote unquote used sneakers. Now, used sneakers is basically something that they've sold to somebody. You didn't like it, and you returned it within the 30 or 60-day time period. So what they do is they clean it up. They have three different stages: lightly worn, cosmetic, or basically like almost like new, right? What do you first and foremost, what do you think about that program? It is meant to create longevity of the shoe, and if the shoe is so bad, then they put it into their creator program.
I think that they just need to leave that alone. They're just trying to get too much more money, and they're already conglomerating the world. So it's like, why are you now trying to get into the market of the used market where all those people are already kind of keeping that market alive, and they're kind of already generating the prices and stuff? Now that Nike gets involved, everyone's gonna have to regulate the prices based on what Nike's price is for the used shoes. So because they're gonna be like, people are gonna be like, why do I need to go to you? I can go to Nike. And I can get them for like this much at Nike, or, okay, can you beat Nike's price? Nike has them at 500. Where are you going to put them at? So now it adds another player into the game in that market that we didn't need.
Well, it wouldn't be reselling. It would be selling their used. So like, say I bought a pair of Pegasus, a running shoe. Like I actually just returned a pair today. So I bought them to try them out to see how the Zoom felt, for like Disney World and when I go there and stuff. Tried it on, wasn't quite for me. I literally just walked around the house and I sent them back. Well, Nike can't, but Nike can't sell it as a new shoe, right? So, but I guess the question would be, and I don't know if you know this or not, but where would that shoe go? It's still basically a brand new shoe, but they can't sell it as brand new anymore, right? So I don't mind that they're doing this program, because now it's taking all these shoes. So it goes to somebody, they hired someone, they're just going to clean the bottoms of the shoe, lace them back up, and take them to like a specific Nike store. Now, what a lot of people don't know, and I don't know if you know this either, but there's already a company out there that is buying these shoes from Nike and reselling them on their website.
Wow.
And they've been doing this for a while. It's been almost a year and a half that I personally have been shopping with this company. It's called Reskew.
Wow, Reskew. That's tight.
Right. So they take the shoe, they clean the shoe, and then they sell it at a discounted price.
That's tight. That's fire.
What I don't like about this program is it going to get rid of this company?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, is when you add Nike involved, period, because of how huge it is, it's going to disrupt the flow of something somewhere.
Right.
In the world of that type of market.
And I agree with you. I just didn't want to say too much until I disclosed that about this. So for anybody listening, please, resku.com.
Yeah, help out the little guy.
Yeah, resku.com.
Nike, go to Reskew, y'all, because
and they have a bunch of random stuff on there. Like they have free runs, they got Kyrie's, they got like they have just about the cleats, they have random Jordans on there sometimes. They have just Air Maxes, just random everything. I go on there and I check them maybe about once a week. Cool.
I'm about to add that in there, Reskew.
Yeah, I actually bought a pair of the Fear God Mocks on there.
Clean.
Yeah, I mean now granted the shoe, and this had nothing to do with them, but the shoe itself sucked, so I returned it. And they take returns too. But the shoe sucked itself, so I returned it. But they had it, and I paid $80 for it.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good. That's super good.
Yeah, so I mean, I bought LeBrons on there, LeBron 18s, the all red joints. I bought those for $120.
Yeah, because you'd be paying way over that.
It's $200 retail.
See?
And it's $240, I think, for a brand new pair on StockX at the time, anyway, that I checked it. But so resku.com, just to put them out there. Sizes 9 and 9.5. If you wear that, ignore everything I just said. So you can leave my section clear.
Right.
They got women's, kids, men's, everything. They got everything. Okay. Cleats, all that.
I'm gonna check them.
Yeah, so again, it's a double-edged sword for this one because I want Nike to do it so that way they're getting the sneakers that people return. So think about it like this too. All the sneakers, the Jordans, the retros that sell out, that flop, that they have no resale value, they return the shoe right back to Nike. But what does Nike do with that shoe?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now they have a platform to where they can resell that shoe.
Yeah. Instead of just like destroying them.
Exactly. So it's a double-edged sword. I really don't want reskew because their customer service is really good. The product is good. The shipping is cheap and fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I don't want places to go out of business, and that's the only one that I know of. There could be more.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, okay. So, but that's the product, or that's what's going on with Nike right now. And I haven't heard any much more of what they're doing as far as that goes, but that's where we're at so far.
That's good. Noted.
Yeah. All right. So the next one, I think we've talked about something about this before on here. If not, I've had several conversations in the past. Jordan PEs for the latest model. Why are they being idiots and only doing the hottest colorways as PEs for the people on the court? I'm asking you.
I think that they always have done that just to get an eye on the model of the shoe. And then they dumb it down to the public and give us the shittier colors. And then they'll make PEs available slightly. And you'll see all the super sneakerheads get some of them and then be like, oh, look at me, I got the PE. And then all the rest of you guys are garbage. And that's how they treat people in that whole realm.
So I have to say, and the reason why I'm talking about Jordan 5 specifically. Now, I forgot to send the pictures to you because there were just way too many.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a grape, the white and purple and teal, Jordan 35.
Mm-hmm.
They did a Toro Bravo Jordan 35.
Wow.
So the all red with that's the one I saw that really set it off for me. Mm-hmm. Jason Tatum has several PEs that are fire. Carmelo Anthony has a bunch. But the reason why I'm saying this because the Jordan 5 or Jordan 35 is the first Jordan in the past handful of years that the colorways that they dropped to retail are actually not bad. You know what I mean? There's only two, I think, that were really, really bad. The rest of them were actually pretty dope. I tried copping. I'm not paying resale for a technology, you know what I mean, a technical Jordan shoe. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
That's not a retro. I can't pay resale for that. Excuse me. But what I'm saying is that the ones that they, as cool as those ones were that they released via retail, the ones on the court are 10 times better.
Right. I agree.
They had a pink lemonade one. I'm trying to think off the top of my head which other ones there were. But they were dope. And I'm sitting there getting mad that they're not releasing like the Toro Bravo one. I have the Toro Bravo 5s. I copped them on the release. I would love to have, if they drop those and then the day after they drop the Toro Bravo 35s, those would have sold out. Sold out. Even being a 35. Because now you're having everyone saying, oh shit, they have a 35 version of this. So I'll stunt in the 5s, but I'll play pickup games in the 35s.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. It gives you the same kind of colorway and feel, but on a different shoe that you can use for that function. And
I bought the 35s to try them on to get my size, and they are actually mad comfortable.
Okay, cool.
They are mad comfortable. So I don't understand why they're doing it. Again, I'm going to say the statement again. They need to get the head out of their asses and really give the public what they want.
Yeah, as do a lot of other companies. Right,
but Nike is the biggest.
Yeah, Nike.
So, and I call Nike out time and time again because it's a love-hate relationship. It's a toxic relationship with Nike.
It is, but I noticed you have plenty of Nike boxes, and
that's what I'm saying. It's toxic.
It is.
I keep coming back for more. They keep hitting me, but I keep coming back. It's horrible.
Right. You have a domestic abuse relationship with Nike.
It's toxic. It's toxic. It's a toxic relationship. I'm aware.
Get out of there.
So, but but yeah, so and for those watching on the YouTube, I'll have like pictures kind of coming in and out, so that way you can see the ones that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They're so dope. They're so dope. But, like I said, if I was gonna try and send them to you, but it just would have flooded everything.
Well, I've seen the Jordan 35. So and then when you said the grape and the Toros, I know I already envision what you're talking about because I know those colorways on the 35. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and Blake Griffin had like this blue suede colorway, like was and the little inside where the little hole area is was like a pearl red. It was fire, be fire. I don't
I need to
understand
keep
why.
them. Send me the picture of those so I can check them out.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't release the fire ones. They keep releasing again, these ones are decent. I think the hottest ones they released though were the terracotta jade.
Okay, terracotta jade. Yeah,
The
that's
clock
nice.
collab. The clock collab.
Yeah, Clyde always drops some good Jordans.
Yeah. And then the Fragment 35s were also dope.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately though, those are like 350 and I'm not paying 350 for a current sneaker.
Yep, I wouldn't either.
I'm not doing it. All right. So now that we're talking about paying 350 for a current sneaker from resellers, and I'm not talking to all of you, so don't get your panties in a bunch. If you want to take offense to it, you're more than welcome to, because I don't care anyway.
Right.
Resellers, and you know who you are if you're listening, you suck. You fucking suck. The Nike Flyease. We talked about it before on this show. The Nike Flyease was made for handicapped or disabled people that cannot use their hands, don't have hands, etc., right? They have the notch on the back and a hinge in the shoe that you put your foot down on and you lift your foot up and it hinges and it basically snaps and you can slide your foot in and out. For people who are physically handicapped.
Right.
Why are they reselling this shoe? It shouldn't be for resale. This is for Nike made this shoe for people who needed it.
Right.
No one should have bought this shoe if they didn't need it.
True.
No one. And that's where I'm saying this is a new low, in my personal opinion, for this sneaker community, for the reselling community. It is a new low.
Right. I mean, you can't be too surprised though.
I'm not, but it's to me, I understand resale. And again, I think I said it on the last episode or the one before that. I understand resellers. Everybody wants to get their money and, nobody really wants to work for it. They just want to get their money. And I get that. I understand that. I also understand that we wouldn't have as many sneakers available to us if the big brand companies didn't see a drive, right? So we wouldn't even have a resale market. Or we wouldn't even have all the shoes that come out if there wasn't a resale market.
Right.
So I get it. I understand it. This shoe in particular is what really kind of got under my skin and pissed me off when I saw that there was a resale value.
Yeah. I mean, and it's just kind of sickening that if that's the whole point of the shoe, people doing that, you're being greedy and you're just being like unthoughtful to people. Keep them at a low price, at least even resale wise, so other people can get them easier and stuff like that. I think that a lot of people haven't given that its chance. So
you have to know that if you don't have hands, do you think that the majority of the public who do not have hands or any other disability that stops them from putting on sneakers like a regular person, do you think they're making a full paycheck?
No.
They are not. They are not making a full paycheck. They are living off of disability because obviously, you know what I mean? It's upsetting. It's upsetting. I'm going to put my little soapbox person next to us right now.
Right. Now, how much are these retail?
You know what? I don't know, but I know it's not 350.
Yeah. But if they're anywhere near 350 though, that's still
I highly doubt it. But I'm going to check.
I pray.
I'll check right now. Let's see. Right here, scroll down. Retail is 120.
Okay. All right.
Holy hell.
What?
Right now, if I wanted to buy my size in a Flyease, they're asking $800.
That's just wrong.
If I wanted to buy it right now to cash out,
It's crazy.
the highest bid is $250, like from my size.
That's insane.
Oh wait, what? So size 8 is $763, but then it goes down to 8.5, which is $428. Size 9 is $400. 10 is $523. There's no reason why these shoes should be that much.
Yeah, the resale game is tore up the world. So
there's no moral compass.
None. Zero.
I didn't know that they released already. I really, unfortunately, we don't have a big enough following, but I wanted to buy a pair to give away.
Right.
You know what I mean? To give away, not to sell, not to resell,
right.
to take my money that I earn every day and give a pair away as a giveaway. It really makes me sick to my core that people are reselling that shoe. And that's just me. Because you have to remember they have the Flyease, right? Like the Jordan 1 Flyease and the Air Max 90, which is a little the same but different. But most of them you still need a function of a hand or so. So like the Jordan 1, right, is a zipper, but it has like the big, like it's almost like a cover, like a shroud. So as you pull the string, the shroud comes over and it zips up the shoe, which is already laced. So it looks like a Jordan 1. But you have to pull the zipper. This one, all you need is your foot and you pop it and you're good. You don't need hands at all for this shoe.
Right. They're keeping that in mind.
So y'all suck. Fuck you. Have a nice day. I really don't like anyone who has a shoe in this position and is reselling them. I hope it's nobody that I know. If you do, besides this, you suck. Or outside of everything else, for this topic, you suck.
I agree.
Yeah, you suck. There's really nothing else to say.
Nothing.
So the next topic. Mortal Kombat.
Sonya, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Johnny Cage, Kano.
Get over here. I can't tell you how many people right now think that we have ADHD or bipolarness going from that to this that quick. But Mortal Kombat, did you see the movie?
Of course.
What did you think?
Terrible.
Okay.
Now let's get into why. Okay.
Hold on.
It's a few things. Okay.
Hold on, real quick. I liked it for what it was supposed to be. Go ahead.
Right. I agree with that statement. I liked it for what it was supposed to be, which is a reboot. But it had zero storyline, introduced a new character that has zero to do with Mortal Kombat. I mean, I don't want to give away spoilers because the viewers may not have watched it. So I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but let's just say.
Give it away.
Oh, we're giving it away.
Spoiler alert.
So dude is a new character who has nothing to do with Mortal Kombat and beats Goro in a barn somewhere.
Bruh, what?
We'll start there.
What? That's my first thing.
Let's start there.
Go ahead.
Secondly, Liu Kang has an opening fireball he throws at the other heroes and goes, "I am not your enemy." I'm done. Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, you just
shoot a fireball at me.
You just threw fire at me in the desert. I'm already parched and thirsty, and now you're gonna throw fire at me.
I am not your enemy.
What, you taking warning shots?
The writing here, terrible. So I was like, what's going on here? So let's keep it going. I mean, the list could go on.
Bruh,
where is Katana? No, hold up. Where is Katana? Katana's nowhere to be seen. One of the most main characters of the whole story.
Yep.
Where's Johnny Cage, but on a poster at the end? No, I'm done. This other guy who's the new character could have easily been Johnny Cage. So I don't know what they were thinking there, right? And last but not least, I mean, I could talk this whole show about how I hated Mortal Kombat, but the next and last thing is Cabal has Liu Kang, and he hears the scream in the other room, and he tells Liu Kang he's about to get his soul sucked. I was done. I was ready to leave. That is a true quote from the movie. I was ready to leave. You forgot that. No, that was terrible. That was terrible for another guy to pick him up. Shang Tsung picks up Kung Lao and he does his fatality, the soul drain thing. But why did they have Cabal look at Liu Kang go, he's about to get his soul sucked? They didn't even need to say that because that was overly sexual. And that was no, I'm sorry, that was gross. I think they went a little too crazy in the Mortal Kombat. They tried too hard. Kano didn't look like Kano. He didn't have the metal face.
I did like Kano. I
like Kano's character and his humor. He did not have the metallic face. That's true to Kano. If you watch Mortal Kombat 1995, they made him look exactly like Kano. This Kano had a chance to be that Kano, but they didn't explain that. But with some stupid Kana energy that made his eye do the beam. No, I'm done with that. I'm done with they overly forced it. I mean, come on. Kung Lao was way too easily killed. I mean, let's start with Reptile.
Hold on.
What was up with this terrible CGI reptile that was not the ninja at all? It was just a creature. It looked like a Komodo dragon.
Talk about easily killed, though. Goro on a farm was killed by a character who lost an MMA fight at the beginning.
We're done.
So then the reason why I say it was good for what it was is because have you ever, and I'm sure you have, but a movie that was so bad that you liked it? That's what this was to me. It was so not bad. It was so campy that I liked it. The beginning. Now I had high hopes for the first 7 minutes because when I saw the first 7 minutes, the opening scene and everything in Japan back in the day with the cherry blossoms and all that, was dope.
Right.
That was dope.
Right.
Then it breaks into the MMA fighter. So I first off. Like I'm not engulfed in Mortal Kombat world, so I'm not looking for a story. I'm not looking for a story at all, right? I'm just watching it for entertainment value. I'm looking for the campy. I'm looking for the flawless victory, which they said. I'm looking for the fatality, which the other guy said. I'm looking for like when he threw the hat and it started spinning and he like went and split her in half. That was dope. That's what I'm looking for. So I got deliverance on all that. They delivered all that to me.
Right.
The story sucked way more than what I could have ever thought. But I also did not go into Mortal Kombat expecting a story. I don't know the story. I don't care about a story.
Right.
I did not go in there expecting a story by any means. So I walked out of Mortal Kombat happy because I got to see the fights. Now, the only fight that really pissed me off was the Goro. Goro is like the most primary villain, well known from anyone. Mortal Kombat fan, video game fan, or not. You see the forearms and the big ponytail hanging out the back, you know that's Goro.
Right.
How did he die already?
Yeah, but see, at the end he did pick up all their souls. They're not dead.
Okay.
Yeah. He picked up Sub-Zero. He picked up their souls. They'll be back in the next movie. They didn't die. They didn't die.
I know Sub-Zero has to be. Well, I guess it makes sense because Sub-Zero, the character, the actor himself, who is fucking dope, by the way. He's also in another HBO. Well, not another, but he's also in an HBO show called The Warrior, which I've talked about before on here, which is an amazing show. If you have not seen The Warrior, you need to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Check it out. I'm definitely.
Yeah, you have to watch it. You're gonna get hooked.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I have an HBO Max now, so I'm checking it out.
Boom. But anyway, that character signed on for 3 movies, I think. So he's coming back here regardless.
Okay, cool.
But I thought, as a person who was not heavy into fighting games nor Mortal Kombat, I thought that this main character was maybe a new character that they were introducing. I've personally never heard of him. No, it was no one I've ever seen before. So again, I wasn't going for the story. I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat game fan. So like I said, I walked out of the happy still.
Right.
The story absolutely was terrible though.
And so imagine to a fan and a fighting game competitor how bad that movie was if we do like the story, right? And we do know the story. So let's just segue into saying this. I like Mortal Kombat's visuals and
Right.
the fatalities and the fucking power-ups. If they took all that and added even the story from the 1995 Mortal Kombat, I would have been way more happy with it. I would have been way more happy with it. So I ended up the other day watching Mortal Kombat 1995, thinking it was going to be terrible. Loved it. Everyone, go rewatch Mortal Kombat 1995. That's the Mortal Kombat you were waiting for, because like it has all the cheesy fatalities and friendships and then right when this fight starts, Sub-Zero. And like when someone comes in, the announcer, he just says their name, Scorpion. It's like I like that. That's the game. Like they did not have that. They needed just like an announcer voice to be like Liu Kang. Like when he first walked in, and they needed fatality just in the background, right? So me and Kaz came up with this great concept, right? What they should do in the next movie is Raiden is an elder god, and they speak of the elder gods in it, right? And how the elder gods can't interfere, right? But what they should do is they should show like an orange lightning bolt. Like when someone kills someone, an orange lightning bolt should just beam down, bam, and it's like some guy in a hat that looks kind of like Raiden. He just looks like an elder god, and he's like, finish him. Like that would be who says it. Then we'll know the story of who's saying it. You know what I mean? Like who's really saying it. It's an elder god, right? Just going flawless victory. It'll be like you'll hear it like everywhere in the everywhere you turn around, you hear it. Everyone knows it's like one of the elder gods speaking when it's like fatality. It's like that's what they needed. So it didn't have those cheesy game things we needed. We needed that.
You have to have it in Mortal Kombat.
Huh?
You have to have that in Mortal Kombat.
So it needed the flawless victory and stuff, not from the character just cheesily saying it, but we need that announcer voice, the one to just finish him. Like but the first movie did that. So like that's why I was mad.
The first movie was great. Now the second movie, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, was terrible.
Right. It was a lot worse than the first movie. Bad. Right. But I'm about to watch that one because I want to see if that's even better than the new Mortal Kombat.
I personally don't think so. I think it goes 1995, this one, and then Annihilation.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
Annihilation was pretty bad.
I know, but that's pretty fair. But at least Annihilation had more accurate costumes and characters than this movie did.
That is true. But it's when they start laughing on Annihilation, that they're like that's how they were laughing. As soon as I saw, they were just like as soon as I saw that, I was like, "This is horrible. This sucks." It did not age well at all.
So the first
Mortal Kombat is still dope.
Yeah, that's my opinion on Mortal Kombat, though. That's it right there.
It's again, it overall, like if I'm telling you about the movie itself, it sucks, but it was entertaining.
Definitely. Fair enough. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at it sucks, but it's entertaining. Just for the people so they won't be confused. Yeah.
Right. It sucks, but it's entertaining. So speaking of video games, and you, sir, are a pro gamer, I wanted to ask you, and we'll do our top 5. Again, shout out to Sneak This Podcast. We're sorry, folks, for biting you. Top 5 video games to you. What you think. So first and foremost, do you have any ones that you would want to mention, or what are honorable mentions that you'd want to mention? That
I need to name my top 5, and then I'll do honorable mentions.
Okay, so I have 2 honorable mentions, and I'll say, do you want to do your list first? Or do you want me to do my list?
You can do yours.
Okay, so my honorable mentions are the first Duke Nukem for computer.
Yes, the fucking 8-bit one.
Yes.
It's fire. The first Duke Nukem was fire.
Yep, that one. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade.
Yes, very good.
Okay, so those are my honorable mentions. Now, my number 1, and I put these in order. My number 1 is the Uncharted series for PlayStation.
Uncharted.
That is my number 1 ever. I love that series. Okay. The second one is X-Men and X-Men 2 Clone Wars for Sega.
Okay, fire. I remember those. X-Men games on Sega were fire.
I cannot find those anywhere.
I can help you get the emulators for your computer.
Please.
Get a gaming controller for your computer if you don't have one. They're really cheap on Amazon, and then you'll change the game.
Well, I have like all of my controllers are Bluetooth.
Oh, okay, then yeah. But
Well,
sometimes the new ones don't sync to old game emulators.
we'll
So you have to buy
sidebar
it.
because I need one for the Mac. So if you can find me one on like Amazon, share the link with
Right
me.
here. You get one of these. It's a Logitech gaming controller. These are really cheap. Logitech. Real
Okay.
cheap. Get that shit. This shit works universally for all games for a computer. It's really good. It is wired, but this ensures that you can play all the old school games, the retro games, because some of the new controllers like PS5 and stuff don't sync when you're trying to configure them.
Okay.
Configurate, but you can do it here.
Okay. So I'll have to search for that.
Right.
I need to play X-Men again. I don't need any other game right now, but X-Men I have been waiting for I've been looking for like five or 6 years.
I hope you find the emulator. It's nothing.
Bet. The number 3 is the original Super Mario on Nintendo.
No, that's fair.
Okay, and I can do 1, 2, or 3. The next one, and I couldn't pick one specifically, but if I have to, it would be Assassin's Creed, the series, but probably Origins when they're in Egypt.
Yep, that was fire one.
That I really like that one. So to me, that was probably the standout as far as like the most fun to play to me. But the Assassin's Creed saga, I guess if you want to call it, is dope.
Fire.
The last one is NBA 2K14.
Okay.
The one with LeBron on the cover.
All right.
Slash. You ready for Slash? And I'm only saying the Slash because it's sports games.
Okay, Slash.
Madden 95 with Michael Vick on the cover.
Okay. All right. Those are five. Those Madden 95. That's old school.
Yeah. I think it was on the either PlayStation. No, it was either on PlayStation or PlayStation 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on one of those. But it was Michael Vick on the cover.
Fire.
Yeah, so that's my list.
Okay, that's a solid list. I like some of those.
Yeah, so to me, but I'm very curious on what you have to say.
I can't number mine, but I'll just go through them. Okay, the first one I'll show is the epic, the classic, Pac Man. I mean, this game changed the game in the world.
Yes, it did.
So I would say Pac Man would be one of my titles. It's just one of those games that everybody of all generations can play and enjoy. You go to a bowling alley, you go to anywhere, they have a Pac Man machine. You see people throwing quarters in it, just playing. It just brings people joy. It's just an easy, digestible game. So I'd say Pac Man.
Yes.
Next to Pac Man, I would have to throw in Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
Championship Edition.
I was gonna say that's the one you play, right?
Yeah, no, I played my favorite game. Well, we'll get to that in a second, but that's just Street Fighter. I do play that game too. I enter that Street Fighter 2. It's now called Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo is the latest one, which is still super old. I mean, mega old, but that was like the last one they did in the Street Fighter 2 series was Super Turbo.
Okay.
So I would say Street Fighter as just a series and brand. Next, I would have to say GoldenEye 007 on N64. That was so monumental. I mean, everyone and mama thought they were the best too. So I have to say GoldenEye.
Damn, I forgot about that one.
GoldenEye / Perfect Dark. Now, if you didn't get into Perfect Dark, it was the higher tech version of GoldenEye. It was a higher tech version, different developers, but the same engine, and they had more higher tech weapons. It was fucking insane. So
I do remember that one. I did like GoldenEye more so, like the golden gun, the one shot.
Bam. Yep. So GoldenEye, and then let's see. Next, I would have to throw in the Super Mario series. All of them. I mean, just saying as a whole, particularly the ones that were groundbreaking for me were Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World on Super Nintendo. The first one where you had the flying cape.
Oh, that's right.
That was Super Nintendo, Super Mario World. So like World and 3 were the most biggest one. 3 was the one that they based the movie The Wizard off of.
Right, where you had the tail.
Yeah, that was the one. Brett Savage had the big movie The Wizard about the Nintendo Championships. That was fire. And they premiered it there before it ever came out on systems. So everyone was like, that's Mario 3. It was like a big thing because it didn't come out yet. But they put it out in the movie. So we saw that in the Power Glove the first time in that movie. So that's iconic to me.
I didn't know that was the intro on that movie to Mario 3.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
that's
the
dope.
intro
I
right
didn't know
there.
that. I remember
Yeah,
the Power
before-
Glove.
Yep.
I actually just watched that movie. I think like 2 months ago.
Yeah, so I'd say the Wizard. So Mario 3. The next game I'd say that's super influential to me, I would have to say, I'll bring that in honorable mentions, but I would say the Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Okay.
Because Sonic 2 and 3 with Knuckles, like when Sonic 2 had Tails, Sonic 3 had Knuckles. I think Sonic was just like equally as an impactful game as Mario, but just for the Sega generation.
Yes.
So we're gonna hop into my honorable mentions.
Well, there wouldn't be any whatchamacallit. There wouldn't be any really a Sega without Sonic.
Right. There would be no Sega without. Well, no, that's not true. Sega had a system called Sega Master System that came out way before Sonic ever was introduced, and my grandma had that system. It was like pretty much me and my brother's system, but we kept it at our grandma's house and played it just when we go over there. And the Sega Master System had games like Hang On, Space Barrier, Shinobi. The first Shinobi.
Oh, I remember Shinobi.
That was Shinobi's on Sega Master System. So it was the first. So Sega made Shinobi an arcade system first. So it was on the arcade when we were kids. Shinobi was one of the arcades.
Right.
When it came home to home consoles, which I believe was like 1988 or 89, it was on the Sega Master System, and that was where Shinobi was first on, and Outrun and a couple other really good title games. Right, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And then after that was Sega Genesis, which introduced Sonic the Hedgehog as its premier character in game. So I'm just giving you a little history. So Sega Master System came first.
Oh, see, I've never even heard of Sega Master System.
Yeah, Sega Master System. Yeah, that's the first one.
So Sega Genesis wasn't necessarily like to the majority of the public, I guess, or mainstream until Sonic. And that's really what I mean, is that Sonic was like their staple, like Mario was for Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. So so I'm gonna put that there. Now, honorable mentions: Streets of Rage. Oh my God, Streets of Rage series, man. And I'm so glad. By the way, the new Streets of Rage 4 has a whole bunch of new characters and stuff coming too. They have downloads and uploads and everything like that. It's fire. So Streets of Rage 4, look for that on PlayStation. They have updates and new characters and all this cool shit they keep adding to it. And it's a great game for PS Network. I believe it's also for Xbox. I'm not sure, but I know it's for PS Network for sure. Okay. But and I think on Steam as well. So I would definitely say that. And next to that, I would say the Legend of Zelda series. Oh my God, like the Ocarina of Time and A Link to the Past and all the games that were for Legend of Zelda. I love Legend of Zelda games. And then next to that, an honorable mentions, Mega Man. The Mega Man series is so serious.
I liked the beginnings of the Mega Man.
Right, not when it went to X, huh? When it went to X, it got crazy.
It got a little too much for me for Mega Man when it got to the X, but the beginning ones were dope.
Right, Mega Man 1 through 4 and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, they're fire.
Excuse me. And I do have one more honorable mention as we were talking, and it was kind of like bringing up memories and stuff. There's one more honorable mention that I have to bring up is the Simpsons
arcade game.
Yes. The Simpsons arcade game. I think it was the Simpsons Bartman.
No, he was in that. No, I think he was just Bartman in it. Yeah, or when he gets his little power up, he turns into Bartman on the skateboard.
Because he was on a skateboard and it was like moving up and down. And then you have to jump, and then but then you can actually play a little bit. Yeah. So the Simpsons, I think it was the arcade game. You know what? Let me look it up real quick so we can get this broken. Okay, here we go. Just so that way I have the visual, because once I see it,
you remember.
It'll stand out to me, and that way I can even know it was what game it was on. The Simpsons game. It says Xbox 360. I don't think it was.
No, you're talking about the old school arcade game. I remember what you're talking about.
It looks like 1991.
Yeah, it's the old school arcade game. It's kind of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, but the Simpsons version.
Yeah, because
when Marge has the vacuum cleaner and she hits people with it and stuff.
Which one is this? Key moments. Yes. Okay. So it is So I was trying to view some of the other ones. So it is the Simpsons arcade game. The other one that I was thinking about was Bart Simpsons or the Simpsons Bart versus Space Mutants.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it could be either one of those, but I would lean more toward the arcade game.
Fire.
That one's more iconic, a little bit more iconic to me. Damn, I'm actually surprised that we it's a very diverse, but still a very good list.
Definitely.
So I'm trying to keep up with what we're putting down. Okay. Simpsons Arcade. Damn, it's tapping into memories on that one.
For real.
But still, so I do need your help though with the X-Men, at least the first one, of the emulator.
Yeah, I hope you get that.
Oh, does that cost anything? I don't even know how that works.
It's free. It's
Oh, okay. Bet.
Yeah.
So I just gotta buy the controller then.
Yeah, just buy yourself a controller, you're set.
I will definitely do that. I'm actually gonna look for what I'll do is I'll text you whatever I find, and you let me know like thumbs up or thumbs down if that one will work.
Definitely.
Bet. Well, that was all the topics I had today. The pissed off. Today's the upset day. I'm pissed off at all the apps and all the companies for being bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Pissed off at resellers and the lack of moral compass for that specific shoe. If you resell any other stuff, sure. I don't like you because you charge me more money, but I get it. You're fine. Just all the ones that are holding this shoe in hand. Those you guys suck. Mortal Kombat sucked, but entertaining. And the video games, top 5 video games to us. That was all I had for today. You got anything you want to bring up, talk about?
Man, real quick, everybody, make sure y'all stay tuned. 2 Scoops mixtape hosted by Busta Rhymes. Yes, by Busta Rhymes himself. Coming soon, y'all. I got the new mixtape. The ink is dried. You know what I'm saying? We already got all the studio drops. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? We got Busta hosting the mixtape. It's called 2 Scoops. Shout out to Kazi. He's executively producing the album and helping put it all together. It's a mixtape with some fire ass like Neptune beats, some original beats from Kazi, some beats from my boy Olive V. He's one of my original producers, and some other classic beats that a lot of people forgot about, but I'm bringing them back in a new 2021 way. So make sure you stay tuned for the 2 Scoops mixtape. The first single, it's called Baby Milo. That's on YouTube right now, and also Lifestyle. That's on YouTube and SoundCloud, y'all. So make sure y'all go check it out. Galaxy B, Dr. B, 2 Scoops mixtape, hosted by Busta Rhymes, y'all. So fuck with it.
Bet. Well, I'll do just like I did with the other ones that you had. I'll put a song at the very beginning, and then I'm going to put the video at the end, so that way they can go right into it.
And one last announcement. Brand new music video. It's called Big Trouble in Neo Tokyo. That's the project. It's me and Kazi. So Kazi, shout out to Kazi. I always mention him. He's my best friend and producer, and he's been on the show. But we have a new album together. It's called Big Trouble in Neo Tokyo. And our first song that's from this joint album is called Villains, and it's my solo song off the album. We each have one solo song on the album, and all the rest are together on the songs. Okay. And the music video is getting ready to drop. I'll be sending that to you for this episode, everybody. It's called Villains. It's shot in Tokyo, Japan in 2020, and it's fire, y'all. So stay tuned for Villains and the 2 Scoops mixtape hosted by Busta Rhymes. And that's all I got, y'all. Much love at DJ Galaxy B on Instagram. He gonna drop all the stuff in the bio. So get at us, man.
Bet. All right. Well, that's all I got. I appreciate everyone for tuning in, listening to me rant and rave, stand on my soapbox for a little bit, and everyone just taking the time out of their day to listen to Sneakers and Up. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like us on the Instagram and shout us out. Let us know what's going on. I'm always there and I'm always around, but I'm not posting as much as I should. So if you send a message, I will get it. Same thing on YouTube too. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate all the love from anyone.
Have a good one, everybody.
Yep, that is Sneakers and Up, and we are out. Peace.